And I really just wanted to bring some authenticity and some like substance back into music. And then I make an AI account and I put my same music towards that AI singer. But it's 2026. He ain't laying nothing back but edges.
Oh. I want to help tell you a story. Hi, I'm KayGotMemes, and I've had enough of seeing hardworking, talented individuals go unseen and unheard in the industry for far too long. So I created this show. I created this show with the sole purpose of documenting those on the rise. I want to use my storytelling skills to help broadcast your skills. I'm looking for creatives, I'm looking for underdogs, I'm looking for people with a voice and a vision. And if you think that's you, your friend, your deli guy, then DM at KayGotFilms if you're interested. Let's get you on the show. Let's make them see us. Let's make them hear us. Because I promise, this is just the start. Welcome back to another episode, Just Start with KayGotMemes. I'm your host, KayGotMemes, and today I'm here with New York's finest to make you play it and rewind it, Jemini. This is a little confused. Jemini, put the confused people on. Tell them about yourself. Let them know what they're about to get into.
Well, first things first, my name is Gemini with HJ. Never forget that today or on any given day, because why would you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm an up and coming neo soul jazz artist, and I've been in the game for a little bit. Doing my thing. Very humble, laid back, but it's 2026. We ain't laying nothing back but edges.
Oh. Yes, we're here and ready to be bold and to be heard. What? Because closed mouths don't get fed. So yes. So you said you're upcoming neo soul and jazz artist. Tell me about that style of music. Like, where did that come? Where does you finding that passion in that style of music? Like, where did that start?
Honestly, it started from going back into my music history. Like, when I first started music, I thought I was going to be an R&B or a pop artist, and I was really trying to go down that route, but it didn't feel genuine to me. It didn't feel real. Like we have a lot of that going on in the industry through the mainstream artists and people that we listen to, plus the people who are already making that kind of music. And I really just wanted to bring some authenticity and some like substance back into music, and I didn't feel like my lyrics would fit the type of lanes that I was trying to go into. So going back and listening to Lauryn Hill and Joe Scott and Ella Fitzgerald and everyone like that, I'm like, oh, these women are actually like letting you know like that there's more than just what's going on in the world and what's going on surface level things. Like, you can actually dig deep and down to yourself and make a little hit song out of it and things like that. And I really just picked it up from there, and I was like, I'm gonna run with this because I like the way that I could still talk about what I wanted to talk about, but still be a little risque and still have substance, but still make it sound catchy and it be a beat and it really just be a movement for everyone to get along with,
Mm-hmm. Yes. Not saying that this is what you were saying, but I would like to like push back on the thought. Is pop very surface level, like compared to other genres? How do you feel about that?
I would think so. I don't think all pop is surface level, but I do feel like it's very more so let's go to the party, let's like, it's very much like we're talking about buying drinks and wrecking people's things and
it's very fun. It's very up.
Yeah, it doesn't really leave a lot of room for anything but fun, which is nothing wrong with that, but it's like in my opinion, we need more Commons. We need more Erykah Badu's. We need more Lauryn Hills. We need more like Ariel J's. Like, we need more Jasmine Sullivans. We need more Yebbas. We just need like, and it's not to say that there's not already people doing this, but they need more access. Me and these other artists need more rooms to grow and people to hear us.
Yes, I agree. I met you not too long ago at an artist showcase, and I was honestly just blown away, straight up. Like, I went in there just to support Rocky because I know he was going to be there and he's going to be. Yeah. But it was also an opportunity to meet new people and to basically meet more people that could be on the show. Mm-hmm. Your performance was so good. I felt like you might have as well been at Madison Square Garden, like the crowd control, and you just had us locked. Where did you find that confidence to get up on stage, to start performing, to just control that crowd?
Um, Honestly, it really is just in the moment because like I I never even really know what I'm gonna say on stage as my opening line. I never really like I'm always so nervous before I get on stage, and a lot of people don't realize that because when I'm on stage, it doesn't give that essence. But
Mm.
I really just lock into a different mode, and I don't see anybody in their underwear, but I see myself on that Madison Square Garden stage, on that Coachella stage, on that Carnegie Hall stage, and I treat every performance as such, because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how big or how small the room is. Somebody or a few people in the rooms will be able to get you to those bigger stages, to those different opportunities. So I treat every performance, every stage, even every mixer event that I go to, I treat it as this is me in the game. This is me meeting 50 Cent. This is me meeting the owner or the architect of the Carnegie Hall and of these big places to really just have that. Like if you put on the face that, hey, I'm gonna make 100 on this test, you're gonna get 100.
Yeah. See, I mean, seeing is believing. You just kind of fake, not even faking it till you make it. But like, I used to say that, but it's really just, it's like it's kind of excuse to say faking it. It's just still you're still you believe that, so it's nothing fake about it. You really believe
Exactly.
it. Now, once you understand that you believe it, it'll like what's the word? Everyone can see it in you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So let's talk about some of your first performances, if you could remember. Like,
Oh.
did you still have that same feeling? Like, or like,
Um.
was it this mindset from the beginning? Were you
No.
nervous? Were you scared? Or after your first performance, did you feel like you wanted to start performing again? Yeah.
Um. I was a little nervous to start performing again after my first performance because my first performance I actually like really tanked it, honestly. Like I messed up my words. I forgot, mind you, I have the backtrack on the track. But I just got so nervous. I let the stage fright take over me, and it made me not want to perform anymore. Like I still wanted to make music, but I didn't think I wanted to be a performing artist. But I took some time to myself and really just like was like, okay, if you do want to do this, what are ways that you can combat the stage fright? What are ways that you can make myself comfortable before I get on stage? And what really works for me, for a lot of my shows, is to take off my glasses. I know we are legally blind. Yes, I need to see, but when I take off my glasses, it's like me, you know, connecting with everyone without seeing them. I want to see you in all kinds of ways, doing things to me I've never seen. Open up my mind, show me things that slow down time, for us to fully mingle around. Lead the way, I follow suit, till we see who follows who. Down which road, yellow, green, pink, or blue.
Yeah.
And really being able to genuinely like feel the crowd instead of watching people to get the reactions. So if you ever notice at a lot of my other shows or other performances that you've been to or may have seen, I don't have my glasses on because I want to take off that connection of like, oh, I have to look you in your face. Like, no, I don't, because I'm going to be too focused on your eyes. So I take them off and I just, let it be what it is. But lately, I've been wearing my glasses more often because I do want to see and I want to be more comfortable in seeing people's reactions and not letting that phase me during a performance.
That was still that was still like, I'm not a scientist, but that felt scientific because like when you take away one sense, like it heightens your other
Yes.
senses. So it
Mhm.
still works in the same way.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about some of your music. Let's talk about how you get to write in such powerful, great songs. And actually, I was saving this for the end, but I'm
Mhm.
gonna need that song that you performed. I'm gonna need it to drop. So,
No,
so
yes.
just let the people know, about your pen. What
Um,
goes into
well,
such perfection?
first things, I it may come from either the beat first, but there's always lyrics, there's always harmonies running around in his brain, trust and believe. But my writing process will go more so, right? I'll either get my hook or my chorus down, and then I will, test that over, run it over. Maybe I should double it, or maybe I should leave it and then start my verse. And then I just take any inspiration that I have, whether it was from a breakup or having a fight with my mom, or it's been a hard day at work and I need to just vent this out. I take my real life problems or situations, and I just expand it for the public, for the rest of the people who are going to be intaking my music, because we all could be having bad days at work, or we all could be having family problems, and not everybody else is making different kinds of music, but she's like, oh, this person actually works two jobs, and they blatantly put that they work two jobs and the stresses of it and things like that. And I want to make sure that everybody has a voice to be heard through my music, and I want to be that connection to them, and just make sure that they know that somebody else is going through this, and that we're not all buying Gucci and Prada and Louis, but we sometimes can't even afford the 50-cent fries or 50-cent chips at the store. So I just take me and I sprinkle a little bit of other people and a little bit of real world problems, and I make it a full meal because we all need to eat.
But how important is authenticity in music? And like, do you feel that kind of going away, especially with the rise of like AI and stuff like that? Do you feel that like people pulling away from being them true selves, showing them true selves?
Um, yeah, I do, because as we've seen recently, AI music is definitely going strong, and I think for bigger artists or artists who are longer in the game, they're not as like standoffish or about it, because they're like, they're more established. But for newer artists who are like, we've been doing this for 5, 6, 8 years, but somebody can make an AI account, and in the first month and a half, they've got six-figure streams, da 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 da. And I'm just like, okay, that's fine. Everybody has their game. Everything makes some people money. Everybody makes, got clout. Cool. But I do think it takes away, because say the music I write, right? I'm pushing it out. It's going great. I know the traction I'm getting from it. But and now they're making numbers that I should have been making. And I don't think that's fair. But I don't think it's wrong, because I wouldn't yuck anybody's yum. You get your bag, you get your exposure. But I feel like people trying to say that that is the like the future of music or where it should be heading, I highly, highly disagree, because a computer cannot tell you anything about their life, because they didn't live one. They don't have one. They just, we input things in there and they just make it sound better. I cannot tell you how many times across streaming platforms, across YouTube and everything, where you'll be watching something, or like say I'm listening to beats, and then an AI ad will pop up to say, "Hey, drop your vocals, drop your lyrics, and we'll make a song for you." And it's like, you're stealing, not stealing, but I'm giving away my work to make you 10 times better, to make me 2 times better. And
Yeah.
that just doesn't sit well with me.
There's no, it's not iron sharpening iron. There's no, like, it's just, it is taking, it is stealing. It is just, there's
Yeah.
no true credit to who it originally came from what this inspiration really came from. And that's kind of the difference between having something that's authentic, where you could relate it back to a human, a person, versus this kind of idea.
Mm-hmm.
For what is something that you wish that you knew before you started making music, before you started performing, everything, before you started getting into this?
I wish I knew, like, honestly, how much strength it takes, because, like, talent shows, oh, it's a little fun, but like actually having to get up and prepare for a show, like people think that oh, the day of a show, you're good. Just drink some tea, take a halls, and you'll be fine. No, like I have learned that it's better to be prepped either the 2 days or a day in advance. Like you drink tea for a day or two. You do your halls for the whole week. You run your line. Like same like an actor, like you run your songs for the whole week. You make sure you know it from top to bottom. You make sure that, you have your outfit set up. You make sure you have, even if it's not like you don't have anything choreographed, but at least if you can drop a little movement or hair so like, just to really keep people entranced, like because a lot of people will we have very short attention spans, and it takes nothing to let somebody forget about you before you step on the stage, while you're on the stage, or after. So really trying to like set that up in your mind. It's like a presentation. If you were going to go do a presentation for a school or at your boss, you have to make sure that you are prepared. You have your slides, you have your notes, your best suit on, your best whatever on, and you go and you knock it out. Going up there, unready, I'm in sweats, a little tank top, and it just doesn't give that same authenticity as like I'm ready to put the work in. It's like no, I just got up and went to go do this today.
Yes, for real. What is what's something you don't like about the music industry? I know we talked about AI a little bit, but or
Mm-hmm.
just there's some a critique you have for it.
Um, hmm. I think that the music industry needs to take a step back and reevaluate itself. Because even the way that they do push other artists, like we all know hip hop and rap has been it from
Oh, for a
however
hot,
long music been
yeah.
going on. But it's like hip hop and rap really also stems back from neo soul and R&B and blues and jazz and soul and country and all of these things, and we really just are just pushing so hard for rap, 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 hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, R&B, R&B. And it's like there are so many different lanes and genres of music that are definitely able to be accessible and to make people money and to bring traction to one the artist, one the genre, and to the people who are pushing the music, not just the artists, like the companies and stuff. But I feel like we're in such a time where there's so much banking on like this has only been working, and it's like that's not the only thing that can work. If you open yourself up to other things, there are more artists who are able to conform to different genres. Like you can put a country singer on an R&B song, put a country singer on a hip hop song, but I feel like the industry is afraid to open their doors to anything else other than the three genres that's really been riding hard since since the 90s, really.
Yeah, and honestly, after seeing you perform, like I've been kind of just I've been in and out of a bunch of genres, like listening to it, but like jazz, neo soul, it just
Mm-hmm.
it is such a it's I don't know how to describe it, but it's such a beautiful thing. It does amazing things for my brain. If like I
Yeah,
feel like people need to tap into this. This is not just something to
wake
pass
up.
by. This is some good stuff. It's like mining for gold, and you just turn right for you missing out. Y'all are missing out. I'm telling y'all.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, drop that song. Um, but from pen from the song in your head to it getting down in your notes, whether it's pen, paper, to you recording it, to you performing it. What's your favorite part of that process?
Um, hmm. My favorite part is writing. Honestly, I love writing. I've always been a writer, so like that's just been my thing. Like I write poems, I write short stories, writing screenplay. Um,
Oh,
I just always love putting, like, making characters and just like putting my thoughts on paper and seeing how I can make one thought three different things. My second favorite thing is performing. I love being on stage. I've always loved being on stage, even though I used to have crippling stage fright. Like I almost couldn't, when I was doing talent shows, I almost would not get on the stage. I would ask them if I could sing behind the stage. But
Hey.
like now that I'm older and I am like more comfortable being like seen in a public light, I I can't get away from it. And it's like it's not even the infectiousness about it. It's just it feels like home. Like it feels so warm, and I like being able to see people's reactions to genuinely good music, you know?
Yes, exactly. We're coming to the end now. It's time for your sign off.
All right. Well, it was very great to be on this interview. Thank you, Kay. Everybody, please tag and plug KayGotMemes because one, she's fire. This interview has been amazing. I loved it. Check out her YouTube because she's funny as heck. Okay, she's so funny. I'm dead tapped into not all of your YouTube, but it's so good. I actually have an EP that I'm working on. It's definitely going to be out before June. My birthday is June 12th. It's going to be out way before that. If anyone ever wants to come see me perform or know anything about me, you can always find me on Instagram at JEM_MINI. I'm also at Blending Pete every week, every Tuesday, every Friday. We do Taco Tuesdays, we do Friday game nights, and karaoke. It's in Brooklyn Crown Heights at 1422 Park Place. I hope everybody can come. I hope you have loved me yapping at y'all because my mouth don't shut up. But my name is Gemini with a J, and I hope you never forget that today or on any given day. Thank you, Kay. Oh, and this is just the start.